Hello and welcome back to Football Tussle. This is a special one. This a fly through of the
It's a
deadline
late one, man. It's
transfer.
a late one. You got me on my bed for this one.
What's it called? It is for a few what's it called peoples that are still doing them a bit of late light shopping in the transfer window. Deadline special transfer
Is your
desk.
is your is your is your club doing some shopping?
Well, they went to bed early. I think they went to bed as soon as they got back from school. So around what's it called, it was punishment time. After
Bedford.
detention, straight to bed. So there was not even
Straight,
no dinner.
straight on that notice step,
Yeah,
man.
so
Because
what's it
boy, they
called?
don't want to see you.
Anfield was closed for business as it's been for
I
a
mean,
while.
I mean,
But yeah,
you
go
bought
on.
Gappo. It was in January, right?
Well, I've already mentioned about Crapo, Gapo, whatever. I don't blame him.
Wow.
I don't blame him. I blame the red telephone and as I said, don't speak too much about Liverpool because there's been hardly any activity there.
Nah, but let's
And
talk about it for a second. So you're not happy with
of course not. Of course not.
the
It's a poor
Gakpo signing?
transfer window. As I put up on a vote on a poll on Twitter, and I think what's it called below zero was winning the
63%. I saw.
63% of below zero for the last two transfer windows. What
Woo!
Liverpool fans rate of it? Even though I don't know how many Liverpool fans. Maybe there's a few rogue. What's it called? Because I heard that a Chelsea fan jumped in. Maybe Arsenal fans are just trying to rig it that way. But anyway,
Hell no.
awful
Hell
window.
no. You
Let's
still
leave
got
Liverpool
Milner.
anyway.
You still got Milner
Awful
in midfield.
window.
Come on now.
Awful window
And
anyway.
and
And
wait, and
Klopp
Konate
looking
is injured.
frail. He looks
And
frail. It
Konate
looks like he's ill. But yeah, go on.
and Konate is injured. I'm
Yeah,
surprised you
you would
guys
have
are not
thought
getting
that
covers.
we're going to mention it quickly anyway. When some teams have lost players quickly, they're trying to delve in the transfer window as soon as they can to try
Like
and
like
cover up
like
the
Arsenal are doing right now. Like
like
Arsenal trying to
what
get
Man United are trying to do and a few,
well, yeah,
not Chelsea,
a good
but
player.
what's it called? So yeah, but yeah, moving on. Liverpool done nothing. Gapo, whatever, it's almost forgotten. It's like zero.
What
So
you mean
move
it's not
on
almost
anyway.
forgotten? We remember. We remember. The north side
This
of London will
anyway.
remember that crap
Let's
signing.
talk. No further ado, or whatever they say. Let's go to the Emirates. What do you think of your what's it called transfer window, especially today's activities where you bought
Um,
a Italian snail?
I know. Listen, I'm not happy with the whole Jorginho thing. In all honesty, I feel, I feel as a club when you're going for a young player or you're going for a player that could add value to the club, it shouldn't just be the one. It shouldn't just be the one, two targets. You should have a few. There was Timberlands there. We could have got. Do you know what I mean?
But I think it costs maybe a bit more. Maybe they just what's it because I think Leicester were quoting about 25 million, even though he's got 6 months left. I think Leicester were
Yeah,
asking a bit
but
too
we
much
just wanted.
there.
Well, listen, trying to find. But he's a good player. He's a good
He
player.
is.
You know.
But
But
definitely,
listen,
as you said, he's what's it called? I think he would have been a bit more of the future, and he could step in straight away. Jorginho, the type of player he is, I think if everyone's
he's
fit,
got no
he's
legs,
he's a
man. He's
he's a
got
good
no legs.
player. When Arsenal's 3-0 up or
Nah,
three
nah,
one
nah.
up,
He's got
and
no
he can come
legs.
on and try and like get quick free kicks or whatever, slow up the play and irritate the other team. But I know what you mean. Arsenal play fast football. It's a bit like like what Liverpool used to
We
do.
need
Even though
legs. We need
mention
legs.
them, need leg, not
I
slowing
was
down.
surprised. I was surprised. Why would you get someone that's got no legs in there? That's why I was
Maybe
surprised.
Chelsea are doing it purposely for next season or whatever. But anyway, what's it called? What would you grade your January transfer window? I've already mentioned Liverpool. Liverpool's is a U
It's you
unclassified. Yeah, go
unclassified.
on.
Wow. I would call our transfer window. See, the Trossard one as well. He's a good player, but once you gave us the hype with the midrick, all for it to get slashed away last minute. You went for Douglas Luiz previous windows.
Mm.
Now we
But he
don't get
signed a new contract, so that one was always going to be hard
yeah.
anyway. But yeah, go on.
No, it was going to be hard, but I'm sure they would have been quoting 70 million less or 80 million like Brighton.
No, no, no
Um,
chance.
look, if I was isolating this transfer window in itself, I would give it a D.
Okay, that's fine. The main
A D
thing, what's it
plus,
called?
a D
Yeah,
plus, but a D
it's not
plus,
it's,
but
it's not
but not a
encouraging
C.
for other Arsenal fans if they hear that rating there, but
That's the
I know what
truth.
you
It's the
mean.
truth.
You want to the
It's
A,
not.
you want to the A grade players, and what you've
That's
got is like
yeah.
like C list or D list.
We're getting from even from yeah. We're getting B list players.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
like
I don't
so.
know.
I would say a D plus because none of these transfers excite me.
Yeah, not as what's it called? I think
And
Laura Wood said on Talksport, they don't what's it called, flash out and what's it called, bring you
no,
off
they
the
don't.
seat.
They
Yeah,
don't. They don't.
yeah.
You know.
But it is what it is
Yeah.
anyway. The what's it called? We'll find out end of season. That's it. Simple.
It
Judgment
better
at
be
the end of
because
season.
all these players he's trying to buy, and then for experience or whatever. If you don't go across the line, then we're blown ourselves.
There you go. So
But yeah,
let's move on. Let's move on to what we always talk about it. What's it called? Todd Brewster. What's it called at Chelsea? I think they've signed 7 players already in this
they
transfer window.
they
In
on
this
the
January one, we're not even talking about last summer's one. We're talking about this
on
January
the
one,
pace.
and they're trying to get over the line at the moment. I think they're in Portugal. They're doing the medical. They're still doing the medical. I don't know if they're checking every part of his body because behind the ears, elbows, or whatever. And so for 100 and a record, it would be a Prem record. 105 million for Enzo Fernandez. I call him
Yeah.
Ferrari because the way that they're spending money is like they're
It's
buying cars
chaos.
every week or every day.
If you just
Cost
look at
£10 million, didn't he?
let's go. Wait. Just go. Enzo Fernandez. They got Malo Gusto from Leon. They
Yeah.
got Mudirke, 3. They
See?
got Mihalo Miadric, 4. Joao Felix, 5. Andre Santos, 6. Bernard Bouchard, 7. Fofana, 8. And then that's 8 players who sent this transfer window. Then you go back
What about
to
Cucurella?
they,
No,
they,
because Fofana, which Fofana is that? Is that a different Fofana? Or was
yeah,
that
the
the one that
striker,
still lost at Leicester?
no, the body, the striker, which they're gonna loan back straight away.
Oh,
Now,
brilliant stuff.
then
So yeah, 7.
you got Zakaria 9,
Oh my
Obama
God.
10, Wesley Fofana 11, Casade from Inter Milan 12,
Well done,
Corella
William.
13, Chukwuemeka from Aston Villa 14. Jeez, and then they buy some other young guys. Gabriel Celine, goalkeeper 15. They've got Koulibaly 16, Raheem Sterling 17. So between this window and the summer window, Chelsea have bought 17 players. They trying
So virtually, it's almost a new squad. Maybe by the start of next season,
what?
Chelsea would have spent maybe a possible billion in that
What?
time. Because what's it called? Because I don't even know if that counts as the player. Did that count the one that they're getting from RB Lesbich or Lesbich? Or
Oh, I
whatever
didn't
it is?
even count him. I just counted the 18 from just the ones here.
There you go. So
That would be,
for me,
yeah.
what's it called? I don't know because there was talk that they said part of these Americans that when they bought Chelsea. Someone was saying on one of the sports shows or whatever, they were saying that part of the deal was in the small blueprint or whatever. The new owners said that they had to promise to spend £1 billion on player recruitment. I didn't know the £1 billion that they were going to spend on player recruitment had to be done in the space of
in the 2 windows,
12 months.
It's
so
crazy.
What's
It's wild.
that space?
Wild.
As we said, the most blockbuster one would be if they can get the Enzo Fernandez one over
reports circulating and saying that that he's apparently the deals are pretty much done. So I think they will get across the line anyway.
Yeah, and there's also my other sources, or is it tomato sauces or whatever, brown ketchup or whatever sauce. I'm hearing reports that they said either way, they expect him to either be a Chelsea player by 11 o'clock tonight or just after, as long as the registration is done, or they would have got him to do some kind of contract where he'll be definitely there come at summer. So he might be back at Benfica. So either way, I think they want to try and get that one over. They need
to get it done now because they've got the still Jorginho across now. So
there you go still. But it's not like they're short of players anyway. But quickly, Graham Potter, he has to work his tricks anyway because even with all these new recruitments, Champions League, UEFA have given the rule where you can only register, because it's the new period, you can only register free. So I think the free that there will be registered, I think it will be who is it? It'll be the new defender that they bought, and your Phoenix, and it'll be Fernandez possibly.
Fernandez,
the new one. Enzo, can he not play Champions League if he comes?
Listen. So about Midrick?
Yeah, well, there you are. So Midrick. So if Fernandez comes, then that's what I'm saying. He can't play then, can he?
Well, it's chaos. Who knows?
So maybe that defender might not have to. That defender might have to go.
Well, they need defenders.
Well, anyway, it's not our business. They've got so
Exactly,
much
I was going to say that.
players. What's it called? It's up to them. They're moving on. We'll watch that space anyway. Sensational spending, like Brewster's millions, as I said, but double. But moving on quickly to what's happened with Cancelo at what's it called, Man City. You pull out with the arrogant Pep, and that's it. There's no way back. This guy, in the last 3 or 4 seasons, he's been toe-to-toe with Andy Robertson as up there with the best 2 left backs in the country or Europe.
We did our team of the season last year. We had Cancelo left back and
Arnold right back.
Or Reece James.
Depending on formations. Some had him in midfield, centre back. But
that's what you're not a manager for. Yeah. Listen, Lewis ain't ready.
Lewis is not ready. Yeah, Lewis is playing because the thing is, he puts Lewis there, and now he's playing Ake at the left back. For me, you don't do that. If you're going to do that at the end of the season because you still want to win the Champions League.
How can you load Cancelo? That is a quality player. And for me, the reason why, and if I'm Cancelo, I've got every reason to be angry because when you think about it, you look at the backline at City. Walker is injured, Walker gets injured all the time. Ake gets injured all the time. Laporte gets injured all the time.
They all do.
Diaz gets injured all the time.
Just say all of them.
The only guy that doesn't get injured in that team is Akanji and Cancelo. But for some reason, these guys are in and out of the team. Injured, coming in. I'm fit. I'm always on the bench. Also, I would have expected Cancelo to be a bit stronger and fight for his place. But Pep's a madman. I don't look. It's arrogance. Like it's.
We said it before. But we'll watch that space anyway, with time permitting there, because we were trying to make it a quick show there anyway. But moving on quickly to other transfer developments. We're talking about Man United trying to do quick business to try and get what is his name? Marcelo Sabitzer. He's over in Man United at the moment to try and complete the loan deal because
he's a decent player. He's a decent player. Ericsson's injured for 2 months. He's a decent cover. He's a decent player.
So he's a good cover there still.
The position
hopefully for them, they can get the ball they can get that over the line. We've got Spurs that have been chasing after this guy all season. I mean, all January.
What's his name?
Toro, whatever. Yes. What's it called? It's like Toro, the sword one. What was that one with Andy Banderas? What was that sword one?
Some saying Zorro.
Yeah, Zorro. There you go.
Goro for Mortal Kombat.
Whatever you want to call it, they better get that slice on the contract, their signature, or they've blown themselves there because they've already sent Spence somewhere else.
He's gone to Nice. He's gone to Nice.
There you go, still. And I think even there's reports that Doherty's gone to abroad as well, isn't it?
He's gone to Atletico. And funny thing you say that. One of my friends sent me a message today. One of my friends sent me a message today saying, Doherty is an example of somebody failing upwards. Because Doherty shouldn't be going from Spurs to Atletico. Should be going from
Wolves to Spurs and then Spurs now to Atletico. It's sensational.
He's failing. He's failing upwards because he's not really excelling.
Is he gonna be drinking the sangrinas or whatever they call it?
See what I'm saying?
There you are. Brilliant from him. But so what's it called? So you got that, and there's also reports that Lokonga is going to be going on loan to Crystal Palace. I don't understand. If Arsenal are struggling a bit of numbers in midfield, why would you loan him out?
I don't get it. But you know what? I think the thing is Lokonga isn't ready. However, I just feel like you need to give him games. I feel like Arsenal fans, I saw the other day when Odegaard was yelling at him when they were playing the Man City. And I just thought that was a bit too harsh because when you watch the play again, Odegaard was saying, follow this guy, but he had 2 players. And I feel some players need momentum. Some players need a steady run of games. If I want to use myself personally, I wasn't a player that you could leave on the bench for a few games and then throw me in and expect me to perform. I needed a run of games for me to find my stride. And I feel like as a young player, when he first came, I heard the same fans going wild for Lokonga. Now we've turned on him.
There you
are. He should be given a chance. That's all I can say. And he needs to grab the chance by the throat.
There you go. Yeah. Moving on there, another one, that's coming in, possibly Ziyech, what's it called, going to PSG for
I
a
saw that
loan
one.
there
I saw
still.
that one. What do you think of that one?
Agreed the loan there with no
I don't know if
obligation
he's going to play though. I don't know if he's going to play. Where's he going to play?
Well, what's it? He doesn't play even hardly at it anyway. Chelsea anyway.
Exactly.
It's a bit like what's his name? Jorginho coming to Arsenal. So you don't know.
Exactly.
But yeah, we had Fulham signed a few players there from Ludwig from Torino. Felipe joins Nottingham Forest. I think Palace signed a few players. Nottingham Forest had loads. Even Arsenal women trying to do record signings there for Man United women there.
That's where the money is gone. Rejected. That's where the money is going. Which would be increasing B for Said or whatever his name is. But
I'm talking about the Arsenal women. I'm talking about not for yours.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Arsenal. I'm saying all the money is going to that world record transfer.
There you go. But anyway, I mean, what's it called? If we miss any, I don't know if we miss out any other potential deals there. We saw Anthony Gordon, do a move from Everton
He's scrapped
there. I think maybe Everton couldn't even believe what their luck, because he's hardly played in the last couple of months anyway. So 40 million going on to 45, and then also talking about Sean Dyche, the new manager of Everton there still. Congratulations also to Newcastle for reaching Wembley final there in the Carabao Cup there by beating Southampton, I think 3-1 on aggregate there still. So congratulations to the Geordies. It's up onwards there for the Eddie Howe and the richest club in world football. But yeah, go on.
No. I was just gonna say, a forgotten man, Leicester City. Ayoze Perez finally left Leicester and he's gone on loan.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
He should have gone. He should have gone a long time ago. He was a good player one time. He was a good player one time.
True.
He just stayed at Leicester.
An African player, I think. I thought they brought in another African player to play up. Is the African striker that they brought in Leicester there still? So they spent a bit of money there still.
You know.
So yeah, so they brought in. So yeah, that's it.
Brought,
I think that's about it anyway. A right winger there. They've got so many still. But yeah, I think that rounds it up anyway. But if we miss that any,
there's too many, man. There's too many. There's just way too many. Way too many transfers to talk about.
It's true. All right, then. We'll see if those two deals get the last minute deals, because the time's ticking. It's almost 8 minutes to 11. See if the Fernandez one can get over the line, and the Man United one can get over the line as well still. So send in comments, like, subscribe, and enjoy. Thank you.
All right, good night. Ateta, do better, man.